again, you wrote a few articles, and there's a lot of few blogs that JTL have written in terms of lack of diversity, particularly women representation within the industry. So what are the issues and the challenge and the misconceptions potentially within the building engineering services sector?
Yeah. At the moment, the UK building engineering services sector is still predominantly male. And people will often say, oh, predominantly male. But basically, it's still only 2%.
Is that changing though, Rachel, in terms of...
It is. Yeah. It is starting to change. I think it's changing slowly, but it is starting to change. There has been lots and lots of dialogue in construction, in engineering. If you think about STEM, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine, about why we don't have as many women in the sector. There are lots of conversations around, trying to look in education at changing the perceptions of what are careers that females go into as well. But one of the things that we still see quite a lot is, you used to see things like, people say, oh, girls don't do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Girls don't do that. And it's like, why not? Why wouldn't you if you want to do it?
Absolutely.
And some of it was, it goes back to, one of the things we talk with our apprentices about and we talk with colleagues about is we talk about things like bias. We talk about unconscious bias. We talk about, what happens in the world around us. What messages we're getting, girls play with pink toys, boys play with blue toys, all that sort of stuff, which I know is a dialogue that everybody's having now and saying, well, that isn't really the case anymore. But there are still, lots of things that sort of have carried through from previous generations and perceptions that, we're all trying to tackle and change in terms of some of those attitudes. And it's, there are huge shortages of, engineers and, women who are moving into sort of, careers. And we've got this huge ageing workforce. 51% of UK society identifies female, yet 2% of the women in our sector identify as female.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.